Internet, what's going on? I'm Ricardo, the cynical critic. Yeah, I'm back, here to give my final and unfiltered thoughts about the RWBY trailers. So, without a further ado, here we go.
Yeah, I know, you were expecting this to be an entirely cartoon? No, I actually want this to be a bit more personal this time. With that, I bet you guys are wondering why I didn't release a video last week. And that is actually because last week I had to go to a wedding. No, it wasn't mine. Actually, it was for a cousin. And no, that's not a Mexican joke. My cousin actually did get married. See, last week they were getting the wedding set, and since I'm a close family, I had to help them pretty much all the entire week, get it all set up. And that just ate my entire week up. I mean, I literally had to take off from work in order to get that stuff set up. But hey, the wedding was really great, so that's a plus. And now my cousin is married. Hi Tori, hi Mike, hope you guys like the ball and chain. As for this video, I'm not really gonna do all that much editing except for, just cleaning it up a little bit, chopping out the minute-long pauses where I try to figure out what the heck I'm doing, despite the fact that I have a script right here that I'm looking at. Also, I'll be taking out the hour-long sessions in which I just start going off on a tangential and just talking about something completely different. And that is why I'll never understand why people like fast food. I mean, to this day, my balls have not forgiven me. Other than that, this is why I really thought about the RWBY trailers. I like them. Yeah, I know, surprising considering the fact that I did so much piddling on them and I criticized them up the wazoo. But yes, in all honesty, I did like them. They had their flaws. I mean, main one was the fact that they really didn't have any context to what the story was going to be like or what the show was going to be set in. And in all honesty, that kind of is a big flaw because when you're watching a trailer, you're watching it because you want to see what the show is going to be like. But at the end of the day, the main purpose of a trailer is to get your attention and to spark your interest into watching the show. And RWBY here succeeded in that. It had amazing action, it had interesting look into the character depth, and the world doesn't look too bad. Not to mention that the art style of it being 3D animated with associated art style is pretty interesting. Plus, I think it's the action that is the main reason why people like the trailer so much. Rooster Teeth really hasn't been known for the action. Mostly they were known for their comedy in Red vs. Blue, what you can call comedy, until they brought on Manion, who I knew from the Haloid video, if anybody who actually remember that, and some other people, including my friend Ryan, knew from the Dead Fantasy series, which I guess was some sort of fusion between the Dead or Alive and the Final Fantasy video games. I haven't watched it, to be honest, and I don't think I will watch it anytime soon just because my schedule is really tight right now. I'm scrounging for time just to make these reviews for you guys. Like I said, the Dead Fantasy does appear to be a fusion of the Dead or Alive series and the Final Fantasy, and both, I know, haven't really been known for their character depth. Who has been known for their character depth is Rooster Teeth with the Red vs. Blue series. I mean, you talk to anybody and you ask them about it, they're likely going to start talking about the characters. And to be honest, when I first heard about Rooster Teeth making an anime, making RWBY, I was a little apprehensive because I've heard about anime and I tried watching it a bit myself. I just never really got into most of it because of the fact that it didn't really have much substance, and I was afraid that RWBY was going to be like that. It was going to be all style and all action, all beautiful colors, but just no real meat to it. To be honest, when I started watching these trailers, my apprehension did not go away. However, I was still impressed. As the trailers went on, I got more and more impressed of how they were showing these trailers, and more importantly, how these trailers didn't come out like trailers. They were actual videos. They were their own stories, and that was amazing. I wish Hollywood would do that. For now, let me just stay on track. Like I said, I get off track really easily. Let me stay on track and just give you what I really loved about the RWBY trailers and what I, didn't like. First, starting off, of course, with what I didn't like, because that way we can end this with a positive note. And despite the fact that I am called the cynical critic, I do like to lean a bit more on the positivity than the negativity, just because of the fact that, it's more fun. Still love being negative, though. Anywho, the first one we'll start with is, of course, the Red trailer, and to be honest, what I probably didn't like about that is the fact that it didn't really have much context. I mean, if you didn't, if that last part that was telling you that this was going to be a show, if that wasn't there, you would have no idea that this was going to be a show or this was going to have any story into it whatsoever. You would have thought that this was just like just a random YouTube video, awesome to watch, but you wouldn't know that this was actually coming from the show. And for a trailer, that's a big problem. Now for the white trailer, despite how nitpicky this is going to sound, it was actually the action. And no, it's not how that the action was bad. It was the fact that the action felt disconnected from any sense of reality. When it comes to fights, you have to have some sort of ground rule applied so that we can understand how things are going to go down, what is possible, what isn't possible, and more importantly, what the characters are capable of. We had no idea what any of these characters were capable of, and more importantly, there was no hints or signs of what they were capable of. Yes, we learned that the night guy was a brute, and that this white character was certainly quick and nimble and had some magic, but there was that part where she just stands back up after getting hit, and suddenly she has powers, able to like absolutely take this guy, instead of it being either a close call or at the very least where it was a slow progression towards being able to take that guy. To be honest, that always takes me out of the fight whenever it just suddenly power out of nowhere. Now for the black trailer, if you haven't noticed, I already pointed it out, it was actually the voice acting. Whoever played that Adam character clearly sounded like they were trying to be all brooding and dark. Instead, however, he came out more like angsty, and the bad kind of angsty, the anime angsty, where it's like, I have a dark past, and you're like, come on, oh my gosh, we've heard this 1,000 times before, stop sounding like that. It's really taking me out of the story. Now for the yellow trailer, I love that the most. So if I had to point out one thing that I didn't really like about it, it was probably the fact that it was too good. I know, what the heck is too good? I mean, isn't that supposed to be good? Nah, not really. As the trailers went on, they did get better, but the yellow trailer came out just so action-packed and so fantastic, it makes me feel like we're gonna have to wait for that kind of action again. The first episode of a show usually isn't all that great. It's not meant to be great because it's very hard to build up after that. So going from a really action-packed trailer to a moderately good first episode, I'm hoping, is going to be a little bit of tone shift. Now when it came to things I liked, if I had to put it on the red trailer, it was the music. I loved that music. The very beginning, it starts off with that little tidbits about the characters, a little insight of who they are. I just found that to be awesome. And then it just like cuts off into this pulse-pounding, action-packed song, which was just perfect for that. I just absolutely love that. The orchestrator, I believe his name is like Jeff something. Whoever made the song, I don't want to look it up right now because I'm tired. But whoever made the songs for RWBY, kudos to you, good sir. That was amazing. Now for the white trailer, it is very similar to it. Yes, the song, but it was more towards the dialogue than it was to the actual music. I loved that dialogue behind it and how it like opened this character up and how it showed us that this character has a hell of a lot more going on behind her than what was initially shown to us as a visual. Visually, we were shown just this basic, oh, she's apparently some sort of princess who can fight. Well, oh wow, that is pretty interesting. I mean, we don't get much of that. But as we listen to the music, you find out that she has so much going on behind the scenes. A good deal of it pain, and most of it being a call out, a cry for help almost. I always love complex characters, and I certainly hope this white character becomes like that. Now for the black trailer, it was actually the opposite of what I didn't like. While I didn't like the Adam character's voice actor, I love the Blake character's voice actor. Her name is Erin Zek. I loved her voice acting when it came to this. It was amazing. It was wonderful. And the reason for that is because it brought this character to life. It wasn't just simply somebody played this person. No, we were given a feel that this was their own character. And RWBY is actually very good with that. So it's good to know that they are bringing that into it. And the Blade character was just awesome to hear. Especially at the very end. There was so much depth. There was so much into her words. And she just had to speak one word, goodbye. Oh my I just liked it. Now, what I liked about the yellow trailer was everything. Moving on. No. If I had to point it down on what I actually liked about it, it was the fact that it was good. Good build up to the action, and then a good feel for the action. It wasn't just us seeing them fight, but we felt the fight, both with music and with fight choreography. The fight choreography was amazing. Monty Oum really outdid himself there. And if you watched his Haloid video or any of the Dead Fantasy, I'm pretty sure you would know that he's known for that. So yeah, these trailers were pretty good, and to be honest, I really do wish Hollywood would focus on stuff like this. Instead of releasing like a trailer that's all the cuts and everything, instead like focus on making like a quick little video about the inside of the world. Something that's standalone, that doesn't need to be needed in the movie that they're gonna produce. But just something that makes us feel awesome, like almost like the Deadpool trailers. That's why they were so fun to watch. But all too often in the past few years, we mostly just get a bunch of those action-packed trailers that, oh my gosh, we are so overhyped by this, and then when we start watching it, we are let down because it was just overhyped. That's never a good thing. Will RWBY take this course? I don't know. I'll have to watch and find out, but you know, we'll see. So far, I like the trailer. Now, I probably should wrap this up right now, right?
Thanks, Real Rich. I hope you enjoy what time you got left before I take over your life. Well, there you guys go. Turns out I actually did like the trailers. However, I bet some of you are thinking right now,
then why did you throw so much hate at it? And when is our Volume 1 review going to be released?
self-entitled son of a... Listen, you spectacle-blinded fanboys, I'm a critic. I have to criticize things. It's my job. Well, it's not my job, but somebody's got to do it, and since none of you are willing, that leaves it to me. As for why I haven't posted the Volume 1 reviews yet, well, you dummy, though I know it doesn't look like it, it does take time and effort to make these videos for you, and I'm still working on the Volume 1 reviews right now. But next week, I'll be releasing one more Rich Talk in which I'll talk about this. Oh God, I'm pathetic. So look forward to that. Or don't, and be as confused as you were when your girl left you. Either way, you guys take care. I'm Ricardo, the cynical critic. With me, no movie sacred, no video safe, but all deserve a chance. Catch you guys next time. Toodles!